There has to be a morning after. Morning after? It's after midnight, and it's time for Roll After Midnight. Hello, welcome to another episode of, where is it? Roro After Midnight. Okay! Thank you for joining us for another episode of Ram. Where's the other one? And there it is. There's my logo. Roro After Midnight. Today is our 11th episode. I think it's 10th. 11. Episode 11. I have a very special guest. If you could just look down there, those are my info. You can follow me on YouTube, on Facebook, and Instagram and Twitter. And you can Venmo me. It doesn't matter. It could be 1 cent, 2 pennies, half a cent. It doesn't matter. It's just for my enjoyment. I just put them on the table and then count them. I keep counting them until like at least 50 cents. Then I deposit it. Anyway, welcome again. And you guys like my it has a bell. These are stockings. Yeah. So don't worry, it stays there. I never, bring it to the bedroom and stuff. Anyway, so moving along, our usual, our joke of the day to start the festivities. What is the joke of the day? Oh my God, the joke of the day. I want to make sure I don't botch it. I have botched a joke one time. So the joke of the day is, let's see. There you go. The joke of the day. A family walks into a hotel and the father goes to the front desks and says, "I hope your porn is disabled." The guy at the front desk replies, "It's just regular porn, you sick fuck." Okay. No. Okay. And next one would be the pickup line of the day. Our pickup line of the day is, "I lost my keys. Can I check your pants?" Okay. Woo! Love it. I am so funny. I'm gonna Venmo myself. Before I bring in our guests, I'd like to remind everyone to please wear a mask, social distance, and wash your hands. You can even do that when you, especially when you log on to Grindr, to Scruff, to Tinder, to Bumble. Is it Bumble or Bubble? Bumble. There's a lot of them out there. You can do a lot of stuff. If you if you wear gloves, and if you're gonna just cut off the fingers of the gloves, and you could use it as protection. Each and every one of them. So, what is this? Oh, hi, Stephen Michaels. Now I'd like to bring to you one of my very, very, very good friends. See, I'm the only one doing this right now, so bear with me. Very, very good friends. I have sung with her a few times, and there she is. By the way, that's just a picture. It's not frozen. That's not her camera right now. I'd like to introduce to you our guest for tonight, the amazing actress, amazing performer, the amazing mezzo-soprano, Megan Marino, mezzo-soprano. Let's bring her in. There she is! What's going on?
You're ridiculous. I love you.
I know, that's why I brought you here. It's like, oh my God, it's going to be a lot of fun. So Megan and I have very, very similar personalities. I think it's not personality, but energy. We have the same energy. Okay.
Yeah. We met. We have some matching energy for sure.
Oh my God, matching energies. I know we could do a wife swap. Right, Michael? He's right there. He's going to be the guest tomorrow. It's like, hopefully there's going to be more than just wife being swapped. Okay. Oh, sorry. I know it's like I hang out with Meg, and then suddenly I'm like, even getting dirtier and dirtier. Just to let everyone know, this is Meg. You can follow Meg, or you could know more about Meg at www.meganmarino.com, and you could follow her on IG, Instagram at Piccolina Marino, or
Yeah.
in English, Piccolina Marino.
Piccolina.
Yes, girl.
It's the
So
same for Twitter too, but I don't really use Twitter. I'm not very good at the social media, to be completely honest. It's strange and elusive world to me. But
actually, Instagram, you're good at Instagram though.
Oh, I like Instagram. I try. Sometimes I go in and out. You know what I mean? Like I get more.
Oh my God, that's what my husband said last night. Oh God, just sometimes.
Oh my
God. Okay, that's typical of Meg, by the way. Every time she laughs or she finds something funny, she covers her face with both of her head. That's classic. Oh my God.
So well, and also, I'm not the best at staying up late on purpose. So I set an alarm to make sure that in case I fell asleep, which I did. So I've been awake for like, I don't know, a half hour, 45 minutes again now. So I'm still, getting back in it. But I don't like you.
I don't like staying up late on most animals, except on purpose. What? Another joke moment. Oh my God, are you gonna survive this interview, Meg?
Yes, I'll be okay.
Her professional name is Megan Marino. However, her, because she's married, her name is Meg Marino Mays. Meg Marino Mays. That's why. That's so Meg Marino Mays. Just go when she hears. She's like, yes. She responds to that. So tell us about how you met me, since it's my show.
We met at the Leargobber of Chicago.
Is that the first time we really met?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, I think we had like met maybe when you and Michael did Great Scott together. Was that
right? Yes, with
together. Yeah, I think so. I think that was Great Scott.
With your puppy. What's your puppy's name again?
Oh, well, we have at the time our doggies were Pete and Vito.
Pete.
Yeah.
I met Pete.
Yeah, Pete. I think Pete was with Mike during that time. Yeah, but both he and Vito have passed away. But now we have two dogs. We actually Mike just came back from Colorado on Monday with a puppy from our next door neighbor. He went to go grab her. Her name is Peek. She's so sweet. I got to see her be born. Yeah, she's really cool.
Oh,
like, what's going on right now? I'm so confused.
Oh he's so cute. Yes, he's so good.
And then Buster, our old man, our 15-year-old man, Jack Russell Terrier, who's like grumpy and has a bedtime of about 8 p.m. He's in his room sleeping. Yeah, he doesn't like to be picked up. He's like, I'm a big boy. Do not pick me up. He's kind of like me.
So
like, I'm a grown.
So now we want to know about you. Where are you from? Where you grew up? Where'd you go to school? Where'd you do your training before you made money singing? Tell us.
I grew up outside of Philadelphia, in mostly Paoli, Pennsylvania. Let's see what happened next. What was the rest of it, Rodell?
So basically, it's hometown. So basically, you're born and raised in outside of Philly, and school.
I was actually born in Connecticut, and then and within a few months of my life, made it down to the.
Oh my God! Now I have to born in CT, raised in PA. Oh my God! You're making me change these chapters. Is that better?
Yeah, actually, well. I started out as a cell inside of my mother's womb. Maybe that, origin.
Oh my God,
my mom.
I love The Cell. The movie with J-Lo? Love The Cell.
Okay.
Anyway, where'd you go to school? And where'd you do your training?
Okay. hometown. Okay, did that. Ching. And what? Oh my gosh, Michael. Let's see. School, college training. I went, let's see, first for my undergrad, I went to the University of Southern Maine in Gorham, half in Gorham, half in Portland, Maine. Very exciting. Loved it there, the School of Music there. I studied with Ellen Chickering, who she just passed away in April. She's wonderful. She was like my life mentor as well as my teacher. Woman was amazing. And then I went to the University of Colorado for my master's. And then I was like, well, why would anybody ever want to live anywhere but here? So pretty much then I spent the last 15 years since graduating living on the Front Range. Is it been 15 years now? Wait, no, from when I got there. I got there in 2000 or 2005. So then, yeah, living on the Front Range.
What's after that? So did you do training after school? Did you do certain young artist program training?
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. The very first young artist program that I did was actually at Port Opera, which is now Opera Maine. Because when I was going to school to my undergrad there, and that was the first time that I was ever in an opera chorus. You know, like I think it was Lucia di Lammermoor. It was Lucia di Lammermoor. Oh, you'll like this story I wrote out. I was in the opera chorus with Ashley Emerson. We were like we were like charged with playing the children, teenagers of the of the town. And yeah, it was the party scene, you know, where what's his face comes down the stairs and tells everybody about the horrors that he's just witnessed. You know, what's her face did.
Wait, which opera is this again?
Lucia di Lammermoor. Oh my gosh. I should really
yes.
the opera plot for sure. That would be fun. Like, you know, when what's his face comes down the stairs and tells everybody about the horrors he just witnessed. What the hell? You know, then everybody at the party is like all sad and like, you know.
You mean the bear? Is it the bass, right? Huh? You mean the bass? The bass comes out and says,
"Here we go." Yeah, and he's like talking about what he did. Yeah.
Oh, shit just hit the fan, guys. Pretty much, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, so let's see. Yeah, he comes out and does that, and then the whole like party of the chorus of revelers is all sad and, whoa, what has happened now? And and Ashley and I were, you know, being sad together, like hugging and comforting each other, and we were wearing these like, you know, been worn by many people for many, many years, Malabar costumes. And and I just couldn't help myself. And I just leaned into her and I just said, "You smell like Febreze." And really sad. Like, you smell like Febreze. And that's still like,
trying to break each other?
Huh?
Are you guys trying to break each other out of character during that scene? Or you're just silly?
I didn't realize that was what, I mean, that's what it became, you know, throughout the course of our rehearsal and, you know, and performance time, of course.
So now, since you were like, when you were in school or training, did you do any side job or side gigs prior to really, like when you said, oh my God, I'm going to be full-time now, but you know, during school, did you work at a coffee shop or like, you know?
Actually, when I was in school, I worked at a costume shop called The Ritz in Boulder, Colorado. And giving them a shout out if any of them are around. And this wig is actually one of the you know, one of my favorite things that is still with me from that time. And actually this hat too is from that time.
Wow. Thing, you've had that for a while now.
I've had this for quite some time. I think I've had it for
hat, by the way. I mean,
that's why I will. And it's also, I was like, for Roro, I gotta wear them. I've gotta like, you know, dress up.
I mean, I
mean, you know,
that hat is staying up. It's very Viagraphic. Amazing. I think Meg just missed my joke, but it's okay, right, Michael?
What happened? I said
that hat is very. I know that. I said that hat is very Viagraphic.
Oh, okay. Like Viagra.
Yeah. Okay, now
person to
Now we're
talk,
gonna talk about.
jokes to. It takes me a while to understand. It drives Mike nuts. He's like, I'm a funny person, I swear. I go,
Yeah.
"No,
So,
you are. You're very
so
funny, baby." He's like, no, I'm not funny if you have to like explain.
no, you are. No, you are funny. You are fun. That's why I'm like, oh my god. It's like, so tell us about. I want to know where you got your first paycheck singing professionally. And by the way, guys, when I say singing professionally, because anytime you make money, that's a professional. That's a profession. That's a professional gig. What I mean to say professionally is, when you felt like your first role, and like your first role doesn't have to be a lead role, like a first role where you sang in a house and you're like, oh my god, this is the start of what will be a good career. When did you get that first paycheck?
I guess maybe it was Rusalka at Opera Colorado. I
Yeah.
guess maybe that was like the time, Yeah, and I think that was
What
in
did you think?
2011. I was one of the wood nymphs, which was like very telling. I mean, I spend a lot of my time playing, children, magical creatures, you know, Ina's
Awesome.
of many kinds, anyone with dash Ina at the end of their name, usually
Oh my god, my favorite is the badge.
is
That's
oh my
that's my favorite Ina. Oh my god. Okay, that is, by the way, that is typical of Meg. When you tell a joke to Meg, there's always a second. There's always with Meg, when you tell her a joke, there's always 1 to 1.5 seconds of like, oh my god. It's like not an immediate thing. It's amazing.
Well, I think it's just because I'm just like really like,
Meg is not, by the way, Meg is not prude.
I guess.
Meg is far away from being prude. That's just how she reacts to humor.
Yeah. Like it just takes me a little while to process it.
No, I remember every once in a while I would tell a joke, when we're hanging out, and it'd be like, and sometimes I'd be like, wait, what? It takes a while. No, but by the way, it does not happen every time. It's just sometimes just with me.
No, but
right.
it happens to Mike though too. He'll tell me a joke,
Really?
and then he'll be like, "I'm funny, Meg. That was funny." I'm like, yes, it was funny. Thank you for explaining.
So now tell us about, now this one we're gonna delve into more of you as a singer. I want to know, or we want to know, what your favorite roles are. And I mean, I know these are the questions probably we get. I apologize in behalf of all the singers for asking this question, because these are the kind of questions that we get when we attend those dinner functions or like luncheons, where it's like, so when was the first time you started singing? It's like, oh my god, I just want to eat my spring chicken. You know what I mean? But so going back to my question, what did you when I say favorite roles, these are the roles that when you do, it's not that you know you're good at it. It's when you're, what is that? Very satisfying. Every time you do it, you're like, oh, I love doing this role. You're transported, like like out of body kind of like experience every time you do the role. I want to know those roles.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's every time I do the role, but it's definitely many times of that I feel the transporting to another land, or or sometimes even like a sibling that I'm not getting along with very well. You know what I mean? But like, okay, I love you, blood, okay, whatever.
So what roles? Do you have a specific role?
Rosina. Sorry, I should tell you that. Yeah, Rosina. I've grown up with Rosina. She's pretty. She's a good what's the word? I'm like meter. She lets me know like how things are going, good or bad. And I've probably sung Rosina the most of anything else.
It is your signature role, then. That is your signature.
So I guess so. Yeah.
I think I like it when you, because I know you as a singer and an actress, and I have seen clips. I have not seen you sing Rosina live. However, I've seen clips of it. The cool thing about you is when you sing, I don't see you singing the role. I see you as the character portraying the role, which is good, because then we could just, it becomes what is that? A subconscious listening. Like, oh, I see a role. I don't have to, but then I feel what you're trying to do. So yeah, you're really good at this role. I'm very, yes, and you look the part, and it's like, oh my God, it's so petite, and it's like, it's just, and basically every time you're paired with a wait, who is it? Bartolo? Is it Bartolo? Yeah, Bartolo, right?
Well, which are we
The
talking?
the one who wants you, the one who who locks you up in there.
Oh, that's Bartolo, for sure, yeah.
Bartolo. Every time you pair with a Bartolo, it doesn't matter what the Bartolo looks like, because of, and that's when your petiteness comes in really, really handy, because it doesn't. So there are Bartolos that are cast where it's not always big people.
Oh.
Sometimes they make them look big. So for them, it doesn't matter. You will always look the part of Rosina, which is awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess just being a little person, like makes it so that it's easier for me to play.
Well,
those,
when
those younger characters, and to use that physical attribute definitely to our advantage, And I'm never against trying physical comedy and things like that.
I know, me too. Well, talk about size. Like, say that again.
Well, you need to pick me up on, like, to move me around. Fine, just ask my teacher. Never good.
Oh, you can always say to the choristers, it's okay. You know what? If you pick me up, you're not going to get paid extra fee for a lifting fee, because I am definitely below 30 pounds. So
more than 30 pounds.
No, but you said something about stature. As much as when I started singing, he's like, I learned all these like leading role stuff, and then when I met my teacher, it's like, your size could be really good, because when he heard me, he says you could be a perfect Mima, because there are so many short Siegfrieds, and if you sit next to them, you will always look smaller than they are. Yeah. But that's the thing.
I would say, like, I've had the gamut, actually, of physical types that I've been cast with as my account, Alma Viva. Yeah, it's kind of in the gamut, but I mean, I've definitely had some of my shorter counterparts.
Now that we're talking about your performances, I want to show a few of this, and then I didn't caption this because I want you to actually, without looking, it's like, of course you remember everything, but I want you to really, I'm going to do this because then you'll be on the side. Okay. I want you to go through them and you tell me what role, where, and, just a quick blip about the experience.
Okay.
This one.
Okay, that's Olga and Eugene Onegin at the Lyric Opera of Kansas City, I think. Yes. I loved that eyelet dress.
Awesome. And what about this one? I like this.
It wasn't a favorite of other people, but it was my favorite. I thought it was so sweet. That is a Rosina and Barbara of Seville at the Kentucky Opera.
Oh, that's the Kentucky Opera one.
Matt Ozawa created that one. Love him.
Oh my God. And that's someone, yeah.
Will Liverman and John. Oh my God, my brain just totally fried.
John, the one that you.
Lyric program. Why am I forgetting his last name right now? It's because it's too late. Oh my God, if you're there, I'm so sorry.
I know which John, the one who was in the young artist at Lyric.
Yeah, dude, he went on like in the final of
Irvin, John Irvin.
John Irvin, yes, love that dude.
Yes.
He came in like kind of last minute to replace somebody, and he was wonderful. It was awesome. It was really, really fun.
So this one, I love this one. You look like a boy.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of, I like those pants rolls. It's just fun. I'm kind of naturally a bit androgynous at times in my life, so it's It works for me.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Gretel with my sister from another Mister, Miss Rachel Gilmore. It was
my God, Rachel
really
Gilmore.
fun. Yeah, we had a really good time, and that was like a really cool like Demented Carnies got a hold of us production.
I'm still waiting. Hopefully, Michael tomorrow will give me his pants roll. Okay, you guys have to be. You have to watch tomorrow why I keep mentioning Meg's husband. Okay, okay. This one, I like this. I like the. I have nothing against like people singing in different cultures and stuff, but I love this.
I loved that production. It's the one and only time I've gotten to sing Suzuki and Madama Butterfly, and I'm like, please take me back.
And where is this?
Oh, that's at Santa Fe Opera. That was in Lee Blakely's production. And he had passed away earlier that year. And Matt Ozawa, actually, whose barber that was a few pictures ago, he remounted it, but we also did the Brescia edition. I mean, you'd be familiar with this because you've sung Goro, so you know the difference in the edition. So we did portions of the Brescia edition and like wove them in, and so it was cool. Like Matt like recreated Lee's production, but then he also had a chance to kind of create his own sections and weave them into it, and it was a really beautiful experience to be part of. And his original production team was there, and I got to have two casts. I had both.
You know what? That's so cool that you were able to sing that in and this last one right here.
That's like one of my favorite production pictures of all time.
Do you see what I put?
The look on your face is my favorite.
The only photo that matters tonight, me and Meg in Rose and Cavalier, Chicago.
So good as a Nina Vatsaki. And that's Corey Weaver who took that picture. It's so
and by the way, guys, as you know, however I portray my own life, I put it on stage. This is why I'm in this position. Ladies and gentlemen, this photo proves that Meg Marino is a top. I repeat, Megan Marino is a top. Oh my God. That was amazing. Okay. That was I know. Oh my God. My gay viewers will be like, oh my God, that little boy is a top. All right. So the next one is, now I want to know, it's like, this is a quick thing because we're going to talk to Michael tomorrow, but I want to know about being married to Barry Hunk, Michael Mays. So when when you met Michael, he was already dubbed as Barry Hunk, correct?
I think he had already achieved Barry Hunk status. We met years ago though at Des Moines Opera in 2010. I think 2010. I was in the Young Artist program, and he was the Count in Marriage of Figaro, and I danced around him, Monte Costante'd around him, and put flower pots at his feet. It was very exciting.
Wait, I thought you were the Count in Marriage of Figaro. Did you see what I did there, Michael? See, I got away with that. That is so bad. I apologize. I did say Count. I am like, make this exploding right now. Anyway, continue your story.
No, that was pretty much it. I was like, oh, you are interesting. Both as human being, like an artist, and I have noted this, but at the time I was in a relationship with someone else and trying to make that work, and he was in a relationship with someone else and trying to make that work. I mean, neither one of us like actually said that any of these things out loud to one another. We just like registered, And then, years later we talked about it.
So Michael never said, "Wow, that girl is so petite. I could put her in my pocket."
I'm not sure.
He thought it. Come on, he thought it. He's gonna admit it tomorrow. Tomorrow, he's gonna admit it.
When I met him. He was with his girlfriend at the time at the Des Moines Metro Opera office, because I had done the touring troupe, the Opera Iowa, during the winter months with the company, and then like back, for the summer to be and in between they had like a housing deposit or something I had to pick up from the apartment that we stayed in or whatever. So I was at the office, like, doing some random paperwork thing and also just entertaining everybody there because I just got talking. And then Mike walked in with his then girlfriend, who looked just like, oh shit, God, I'm so bad at this. I'm like, she looks like the girl, with the blonde hair. Veronica Mars. She plays Veronica Mars. She's married to that comedian. She's really funny. She's on The Good Place. Who is Kristen Bell? There we go. I feel like I just gave myself a Jeopardy question.
Wait, you couldn't remember Kristen Bell's name?
Yeah, right? I don't know why, but he was dating this girl who looked, I swear to God, like identically like Kristen Bell. And this is my first, our first physical meeting was this. I'm in the office at Des Moines Metro Opera, like blah, 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 like entertaining people and distracting them from their work. And he walked in to get there for the summer and get all his company paperwork, started. And I was like, "Oh, hello, nice to meet you." And just went on my merry little way and got on my blue Schwinn cruiser, and rode back to the dorm. And got back to the dorm, and I was like, "Dude, oh, they had gotten a new tech director for that year."
Mm-hmm. And which show is this again? Just to remind me.
Noting, because also, what show was Mike in? Mike was in Marriage of Figaro. He was the Count. No, so I'm so horrible at telling stories. Oh my God.
I concur.
When I left the office, he had his pickup truck was had a trailer on the back with all this stuff, like a grill on it and some bikes and he really had done the thing. And most opera singers I had encountered were very very put together folks, you know what I mean, there's no way that this person could have been an opera singer showing up for work. He definitely, because he was had the whole rig out, and I knew that they were getting a new tech director that year. He had to have been the new tech director. So I go back to the dorm and I'm like, "Dudes, just met the new tech director. He seems pretty cool, and he's dating Veronica Mars."
That's very nice.
There we go.
So you.
Yeah, and then later that night was the sing through of Marriage of Figaro. That's what Des Moines does. Do you know this? You have a sing through of the full piece the first day when everybody in the cast gets there. Which is actually quite informative. Wait, what, Mike? Oh yeah, and there's some noters and stuff that come and everything. But yeah, so then later that night he shows up and they're introducing everybody who's singing the different roles. And I was like, "Oh," I turned around and one of my friends, he's also in the chorus and, was one of the people I told, new tech director's dating Veronica Mars. And not so subtly was "He's not the new tech director. He's the Clown."
That's awesome. Well, you will hear more about now. Since we're going to have Michael tomorrow, we're going to hear his side of the story at some point. And we'll see, "Well, actually, that's not what happened." Okay. I'm kidding.
He'll also be half the length because he's far more succinct.
No. So now we talk about something not related to music, or at least to opera. We want to know what your hobbies are. It's especially now. Oh, so I was thinking you probably have hobbies and interests, before the pandemic, and maybe now during the pandemic, you have more time to actually either cultivate it more, or if you come up with newer stuff that, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, I could actually start doing that. Tell us about that.
Okay. Sorry, I got distracted for a hot second because I saw Mike's head like bop into like the little corner of the screen.
I mean, I almost saw that second in the screen, and he's pretty hot. Okay, that's why we call it hot second. Okay. I wouldn't mind. Hey, Meg, I wouldn't mind getting hot seconds of that one.
Me too.
Oh wait, I forgot. So we keep talking about Michael Mays. This is when he portrayed Roche. What's his first name?
Joseph J. Roche.
J. Roche in Dead Man Walking. Attention gaze, attention gaze. Now you can watch live. My question
is that the right? Wow, how do I even have that memorized? That's how many times Mike has done the role, and I've seen him do it. That I have.
Did they Photoshop that?
Why is there a number in my head? 95281.
Did they Photoshop those boxers? They Photoshopped it in, right? Boxers.
I don't know.
That was. Oh my God, Meg! I'm gonna kill you. That was another joke moment. Oh my God, Meg! Don't take it seriously. God. Anyway,
the struggle is real.
We're gonna have a gallery of shirtlessness tomorrow. No, not a gallery.
You know, and now he has a tattoo, like a real tattoo, not of a naked lady, but of a. Well, he'll have to just get him to show it to you tomorrow.
So you know what's funny? I forgot to change the caption, and it's his picture, and it says hobbies, interests, guilty pleasures. Perfect timing. I'm just saying. So anyway, I know. So talk about. Sorry for interrupting, but about hobbies.
Guilty pleasures. Mike Mays, number one. And then let's see. I really like to garden and grow things. That's been a thing that I've actually had a chance to do for real in earnest this summer, because we're actually home, for the first time contiguously, right? In quite some time, which was nice. I love gardening. Yes, I'm a garden home. I also love to crochet things. It's probably not very impressive right now, but you can see I made this little decoration here to doobie up.
Oh yeah. Well, that's nice.
Little crochet. There's snowflakes. Little snowflake crochet. It's it doesn't really look that great from this angle, but I swear it's cool in real life.
No, I believe you said the light is actually the light is diffusing the detail of that crochet. So what else? You have to have a lot of stuff that you do. What about non-physical stuff like reading or?
I read. I really like to listen to podcasts as well and books on tape. Right now, I'm simultaneously listening to former President Barack Obama's book, and also Steve D'Angelo's Cannabis Manifesto as well. And that's an interesting thing to go back and forth between listening to in the car while running household, curbside pickup errands.
So now for the at least the final topic that we have. Usually I have this show 45 minutes to an hour, but being sensitive as I am, because just to let you know, guys, Meg and Michael are actually East Coast time, so they started.
East Coast people. We moved to South Carolina at the end of the summer.
Yeah, and it's
brother.
Yeah, so the for them the show started at 2 a.m. not 1 a.m. So they're gonna end this before 3, and they're really staying up for this, and they're gonna stay up again tomorrow.
But we're here for this. I mean, right now it's nice. We're both, we were. What's the word I'm looking for? We were part of the, or we are still part of the company players in Atlanta.
And that was the next.
And so we've just, you know, we finished our shows the end of the second week of November. Wait, no, it was like the 15th of November, I think was our last show. And then we had, you know, like a week here kind of readjusting. And then Mike just went, you know, he just went to college. He drove to Colorado, got stranded along the way for a couple days. So it was like a week-long process. So now he's, you know, back. But
so for people
who are less scheduled right now, which is
we only see Atlanta Opera Company players, and it's a very innovative. They have found an innovative way of presenting operas. Tell us about, like, you know, the bullet points of what they are really specializing in, so that people know and they could Google it later on about Atlanta Opera Company players.
It is really like rethinking all of the possibilities, you know, of what opera can be, what the experience can be, as, you know, having to take it out of the traditional form of being in that, you know, grand state of existence on stage in a big hall, you know, big audience, all of that, and really, you know, slimming it down to, you know, what the real basic guts of the story are, and, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, we were in a tent in the middle of a baseball field. You know, the audience was smaller. So everybody socially distanced in pods, and we were outside to keep everybody safe. And yeah, I mean, we were able, but in that smaller setting, you're really able to distill the storytelling down, and so, and also try new things. So, you know, if, for instance, I sang Beppe in, right, in, oh my gosh, Pagliacci, and which was super fun. And I got to also incorporate my training as a pianist, musician, I played my melodeon. Like that was part of the whole thing. Beppe loved music. He was just that's how he contributed to this particular version of the troupe. And yeah, it was really a really fun way to get to stretch those, oh no, not playing a oh yes, usually sung by a tenor playing a mandolin. Correct. Never mind.
I did not say normally played by a mandolin.
Oh man. Yeah, no, because that's a role you've done a lot too. You know, and I like, you don't want to, you know, step in it and be like, have any, you know what, think that repertoire, they like feel disrespected, you know what I mean? So part of it was that we wanted to make sure that we were really like, if we were going to take this role and like, you know, take it and use it as more of like a character actor experience who happens to also be singing, you know, opera along with everybody, and doing it, that we really were respectful to, do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
like,
I was just gonna say,
like play with different possibilities, you know?
I was just going to say, I put there the current state of opera performing during the pandemic. People need to realize that we aren't allowed to travel because of every state has their own cases, which means we have to stay in the state and city that we are in. And that's why when Meg told me this, and she also had like, I wonder how fellow tenors are going to feel if they see a mezzo singing Beppe. But for me, I'm like, we're in the pandemic right now. We should take advantage of opportunities in our area where we are in that becomes available to us, which are accessible to us as performers. And if it means the Fach bending, by the way, Fach, F-A-C-H, the Fach bending, the voice category bending opportunities, they should be taken advantage of by singers, because that's what's available to us. And I have nothing against it. I think go for it.
Well, I think so too, but so I came from theater to musical theater to opera. And so I've always had a very, I guess, different, that's not the way to say it, different idea than most opera singers have about Fach anyway to begin with. Like, I feel like it's extremely limiting. It could also be, I think, dangerous in some cases to people, like trying to fit yourself into that box, and there are so many things that go into what it is that we as performers, musicians, what we makes us relate to a role, not just like because somebody says that this is I hear you singing this, or because you look like that, you should sing these things. But oftentimes, like, those things aren't always in communion with one another. Do you know what I mean? So, so I've always felt a little bit confused and a bit, just mostly confused as to why we are so
married
to this Fach situation that we have to be categorized.
I agree.
So having this pandemic opera, like, let's make an opera and figure out how we're going to do this in an innovative and exciting way and get creative. It was like, this is the time to try these kinds of things now, and to push these boundaries and play with these ideas,
I agree.
So why not? It's a perfect opportunity. So anyway,
See,
that's part of why I jumped on the Atlanta Opera, train, because also I love working with Tomer too. He's
oh yes, Tomer
Zvulun. He has a really, he's got great ideas. He's also got a wonderful way of like, what do you like? These are my ideas. I'm not married to them. What are yours? How do you feel about these? It's a very collaborative experience with him. He's, it's nice. I dig it. So
yeah. So now that I think we've covered everything, that's a cool thing.
Yeah,
look what my friend Bernardo Bermuda says: if you can sing it, do it. I always say, right?
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome. Look, I'm also one of those people too who's like, oh, come on, why are we gonna kill ourselves and die on the hill over singing something in this key? Oh, you don't like. What if it would feel better if we put this up a half step, or what if we take it down a step, or what? Like, who cares? We have finale, let's just transpose and call it a day.
I do the same. I do the same idea every time, I see like, oh my God, I can't sing Lucia de Lammermoor. But man, after Act 2, when she's done with that dress, I'm going to go to that dressing room and I'm going to try it on. You know why? Because, I do it. I always say. But so now, see how okay, when I have guests like Meg, because of the fast pace of, conversation, time goes by fast. See, we're already at see that 47 minutes. See how fast that was?
Boom.
Right? So now that we've come to this, I know that tomorrow we're going to have Meg's husband, Michael, on the show. And I know that we're probably going to see Meg on the background now, this time holding the puppy.
I'll try to pick up. I will not.
From you, a message to, I always ask this. Oh, first of all, no, wait. Last of all, before I ask you to say your parting words with our viewers, have you been binge watching, and what is your favorite binge worthy show that you're either almost done or you just finished?
Oh wow, okay. Well, there have been many over the past couple months that I've really enjoyed. Well, Big Mouth just dropped their most recent season, and we watched some of that this evening. So love the Big Mouth. I really liked Lovecraft Country. That was
oh my God.
And let's see. I also just became familiar with American Horror Story and the whole Enterprise. I think that's so cool. Like a different what's it called? A different random, whatever, or storyline. Yeah, there we go. Each season, very cool, like that. Yeah, those are the three that are really popping out at me right now.
Awesome. Well,
I watched The Crown too. Actually, the recent season of The Crown as well already. Oh my gosh, it's a lot.
Oh, so let's see. Except for Big Mouth, I think my husband Steven and I have seen Lovecraft Country. Lovecraft Country it seems so long. The first 2 episodes, oh my God, these are long episodes. But then it gets really interesting after the second episode. Actually, the first episode was was actually really good already. It's just some of the pace in between. But then after the second or third episode, you just like, oh my God, you just keep going and
right.
watching.
Well, there were so many extended storylines that like oftentimes I would get like in the middle of an episode and be like, wait a minute, who is this person and where did they come from? Wait a minute. Wait. Like,
Oh my God.
there's so much going on. Hold on. And then I would like rewind it and like go, or like, thank goodness that they put the preview or like the recaps at the beginning of the episodes that like,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
yeah.
every once in a while, Steven and I would watch, and he's sometimes like, oh my God, where are we now? Because sometimes how they
all of a sudden you're in another land very quickly. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, he hates that. I was like, oh my God, what time are we now? It's like there's so many flashbacks and flash forwards. What's going on? So anyway, so now I'd like for you, I always ask my guests to just say some parting words, however you want, like, maybe it could be about pandemic, it could be looking forward to theater or anything, it could be watching certain things, just how to make people pass the time and not concern themselves of what's currently happening and really enjoy their time with themselves, by themselves, or with their loved ones. So I'm going to put you on spotlight right now, and then you tell them.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't really think about this, to be completely honest. I think.
And that was amazing. I'm kidding.
I think that's it. I think that's it. I didn't think about this. No, I think just constantly I've been reminding myself to be kind to myself and to everybody around me, and to remember that everybody needs an extra pass, and that oftentimes people, especially right now, don't realize, that like sometimes words can be very hurtful. So
yeah,
that you just, we're all having a hard time dealing with things and processing things right now. So I'm trying to take a breath and just remind myself we're all human and we all deserve a pass, as many passes as we need to get through it and to be better, to be our best selves, And if this is the best you can do today, then like, okay, I accept that. And tomorrow I'm going to be better, I don't know. Was that too heavy?
Well,
not too heavy.
No. I think everyone has their way of like, we want to hear from everyone how they want to encourage people to make them look forward to better, better circumstances or better future. So that was nice. Be kind to yourself, especially be kind to yourself. That's very important, because sometimes you blame yourself for certain things that is caused by the pandemic. You're like, oh my God, if only I could have done that. Nobody expected things to happen. Don't blame yourself. Be kind to yourself. Now, now that we're ending our show, I just want to remind everyone, you can follow Meg. You can log on to her website and also favorite the website, www.meganmarino.com, and follow her on Instagram at Piccolina Marino. And with that, I will put you in the back burner. Don't go away, because, it's like you're still right there. Okay. So say goodbye, Meg.
Bye-bye.
Now we have come to the end of the show, and then I have to put my own captions again. This is Ram. Thank you for joining us in tonight's episode of Ram Row after midnight. Okay. Again, this is a nightly live stream via Facebook at Row the Tenor, or YouTube at Filipino Tenor at 1 a.m. Central, 2 a.m. Eastern, and 11 p.m. Pacific. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Venmo me 50 cents at Row the Tenor. Thank you again for joining us. Wait, there's a last comment. Ha ha ha. I'll accept it. I'll accept that comment. And this is the part where I say goodbye. Goodbye.